LL would be chilling with us today.
Yeah.
Could you give us sister love?
No problem.
Okay. All right.
Not too much.
Yeah, not too much.
You want some, but not enough. Just enough to say you got it, but not enough to say you loved it.
That's right.
Oh,
Thank you.
man,
I'm glad
killing
you know.
How
you been?
I've been all right.
You've been off the scene for a little while in the music industry, that is.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, but, you know, I was... First of all, I had to get the business straight. This is called show business. The word show is that long. The word business is that long.
Thank you.
So once the business is straight, you're welcome. Now we can get on with the show. You know what I mean? We can get on with the show.
Yeah, you're like one of the originals. You know, people think of you as like the first teenage idol rapper.
Yeah, that's funny. You know, my inspirations growing up, you know, when I first got into rap music were Flash and the Furious 5, Treacherous 3, Crash Crew, Fearless Form, Bambaataa, and, you know, all the early rappers like Spoonie G.
Really?
Yeah, I was feeling Spoonie. Yeah, I was feeling them, you know, and I still do. And those were the people that inspired me, Run DMC. You know, after that, now I just listen to it and enjoy hip-hop. I just love hip-hop, you know, and I love hearing new rappers, new groups.
But
I just feel it.
But you're not only into hip-hop. What other type of music do you like?
Oh, I love everything. I mean, I can go on, I love old soul records. I listen to some rock records. I listen to all types of music. I mean, jazz records and all different types of records.
Is that something you want to incorporate into your music?
No, I think that, you know, like everything I imagine in my imagination, everything that I can imagine and everything within my psyche doesn't have a place in my music. You know, everything I enjoy doesn't belong in my music.
Well,
you know, you have to keep it focused. I think that those elements...
Oh, that's what you meant by when you said keep it focused.
Exactly. You know, just because I love milkshakes doesn't mean I have to make 5 records about milkshakes, you know? You know what I mean? Because I like, you know, these boots. I don't just have to talk about these boots.
All right, well, you know what? That's a good point. Because let me spin off of that a little bit. How do you feel about gangster rappers who are speaking of their lifestyle?
Well, see, that's a totally different thing because life does, you know, reflect with art, and art imitates life. So you're going to have people that are going to speak on things that they experience. I mean, the social, cultural, and economic conditions, you're going to find that the general consensus and the general feeling is going to be found within the music of that time. Everything is always going to be up to date. It's going to be contemporary. Music is going to reflect the moods and the emotional swings of society.
Yeah, but you just said not because I like milkshakes do I have to...
Yeah, but it's totally different. I think that those are personal tastes that I can basically control, whereas your environment, if you're born into it, you really can't control it.
Hold up a sec. We'll be right back on FM Video. I know it's supposed to wrap up, but we'll be right back with LL. The camp. I'm going to talk more about the camp and the kids. Because, you know, I'm going to have some cousins that need to come.
You may need to come on to Camp Coach. Yeah. No, everybody's welcome. The executive director, Charles Fisher, will give you all the information. You can possibly pass it on to the viewers if they have anyone who's interested in either working, sponsoring, or being involved with the camp.
What's the foundation's mission?
Our mission is to prepare you for the future, and hopefully one day to have enough money to build a school.
You want to build a school? Oh, that's interesting. Focusing on careers?
I wanted to have a curriculum that is easily accessible to those who utilize the right brain.
The right brain.
The right side of the brain.
And the creative side?
No, that's the left side. The right side is the creative faculties, all the creativity, music, color. People like to learn like that, and I want the learning experience to be something that you can touch and grab and feel. And you don't have to feel like you're being frustrated or it's a contest or a competition. You can learn at your own pace, but it's not quite the other, what's the name of school, you know?
What, like what is it called, magnet school?
Not a magnet school. It's the other type of school. The name is slipping me. You can yell it out. It's all right. You know, for the little, just edit this. Montessori. Damn.
What? How are we supposed to know that?
Montessori school. You never heard of Montessori school?
What? No.
All right. Well, excuse me. I'm out there. But anyway, it's not quite going to be Montessori school. It's going to be a little different, but it'll be a good school. You know, it'll be interesting. We'll come up with some innovative forms and methods of teaching.
So no one taught you how to feel and touch and get into the music business.
That's right.
You had to just wing it.
That's right.
So what about kids that want to get into the music business?
They're going to have to win. They're going to have to really be where the ball is. You have to, it's like Lawrence Taylor on the football field. You just have to have that natural instinct to just be where the ball is, to know where it's going to bounce.
But you could give them a few tips.
I think that that is the biggest tip I can really give you, is to be where the ball is. Because when I say be where the ball is, I mean every door that you can knock on it. That means every doorbell you can ring it. Every phone you can make, phone call you can make it.
But you also have to teach them that if the door closes, to still keep on persevering.
That's very important.
Let anyone stop you.
That's very important, never to quit, never to give up. As a matter of fact, when I was 14 years old, no, when I was 16 years old, I was going to quit rapping. I had been rhyming since I was 9 years old, and I just didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. All the record companies were turning me down. None of them were interested in me. And my mother told me, I told her, I'm going to quit. I can't do it anymore. She said, don't quit. You're as good or better than a lot of guys on the radio. You should keep going and trying. I said, well, I don't have any equipment. I don't have any money to get any equipment. So she took a tax return and bought me a drum machine. And that really is that's the drum machine I made the demo one that got me my deal. But that shows you how important family is, that family support. But if you don't have that...
I'm telling you, your family is really behind you.
Yeah, they are.
It's your grandfather who got you to set, right?
Yeah, he got me the turntables that started me in the business, just started me on the road, and then my mother gave me the boost that got me a deal. You know?
Well, thank you for joining us here. But quickly, before we go, tell them about when your show will air.
NBC.
Not ABC.
NBC.
Okay. And your album comes out
November 21st.
So look for it here on FM Video. Thank you for joining us. See you next week. Be safe. Until then, peace.
Love.